Page 19, Good King Wenceslas. Pretty straightforward. 4/4 time, lots of quarter notes and half notes and a few or one whole note. That's it. So there's not a lot to worry about as far as counting goes, I hope. I want to bring out the melody. So the melody on the first two lines is in both hands. That's both, so just playing the same. And then when you get down to the third line, then it changes. The first two measures it gets the left hand because the right hand didn't do anything. And then the third measure over the right hand has, so the left hand has to be soft. And then the last line, it's all melody again for the most part. First two measures left hand, and then the third measure both hands, and then the right hand. So it'd probably be easier if you thought about at the end, the last three measures, bring out the right hand. Just pretend the left hand is more harmony. Now if you would like, if you're more adventurous and you're getting bored with it, then go ahead and pretend both hands is melody at the end. Like you did at the beginning, bring both out. But then in those last two notes, the half note, you got to bring out the B flat in the left hand. So play the D, more weight on the B flat. So you bring, and then in the last measure you got to bring out the little finger in the left hand, the F. So you put more weight on it. We want to hear that. So then both hands could be melody. I think it's easier and probably better if you just bring out the right hand. Sometimes we like to play around and experiment with things. Now the hands do move around a little bit. In the right hand, you're here for most of it, and then the last line, you got to come up to here. You got two measures of rest to do it, so you can just move up if you want to, or you can just reach out and grab it. This way you don't have to look at the keyboard if you know what that feels like, because that's an octave here. And the left hand, you're here to start, but then in the third line, you're up here. So in the last note of the second line, you're here. You can reach up if you want, or you can just reach up and move. It's between phrases, so you can reach up and move if you need to. And then when you finish the third line, you're here. You got to go back down to the C position, you're here. Again, it's between phrases. You can just lift up and move. I mean, the melody's in the right hand here, but the left hand, you can go ahead and just lift up and move. Down. And the last line, the third measure, you got to come up here. Well, here I recommend you have a beat rest. So you can move if you want, but I think it's better if you learn to feel this octave. And during that rest, reach up here and then claps. So it's here, rest. Do it that way. Now last two measures, then you got to reach the thumb up to the D and then back down. And that's kind of tricky going from here to here. I hang on to this. This is my anchor point. So it's really on the next to the last, the D flat, the B flat D, the full chord is with an F. It's a 4 chord in F major. They're just not using the F. So my little finger's on it, and then I'm just, if I do this and then this, for a moment I'm lifting, just for a moment I got one key down. Well, this gets back to what I was talking before, one key and the multiple, so I'm lifting up and down, and I just lift that finger up and put the others down. You can do that. Then you go here, then lift up on the D, and here. And you can get it that way too. It's kind of fun. Let's try this out slowly together. I'll give us 4 counts. We'll just double check the notes and the rhythms and all that. So the right hand's here. Left hand's here. We're in C position. To start. It won't stay there, but we're here to start. 1, 2, ready, go. 4, off.